Hi everybody, my name is GUS G. You're watching Loud TV. Turn it up. Yeah, me and Dennis, we co-produced and co-wrote the latest Firewind album, Immortals, a couple of years ago. And it went really well, you know. It's we have a really good, solid songwriting team. You know, I do all the music and he does the lyrics, and just, he's a very talented guy, you know. Not only a producer, but songwriter, engineer, and he plays a great bass, and he's also a great singer. So, a man of many talents, for sure. I met him last year when I was on the road. We were staying in a hotel in Frankfurt, because I was on tour with Steve Stevens, and he was at the Frankfurt Messe doing some clinics. And we were both staying at the same hotel, so I met him downstairs at the hotel bar, and we just, you know, had a drink and started chatting. And I mean, I love his playing, you know, and then we exchanged contacts, and after a while I thought it was a good sign, you know, it was fate. Yeah, I said, well, wow, I met him, and I was actually thinking about him to invite him to play, and I just asked him, you know, a few weeks later if he wanted to play on the record. Yeah, different from Evanescence, but you know, he's a really, he has this huge drum sound and style, and this is the kind of style that was required for this music, so I thought he was totally the right guy for this. And I think I was right, because the results speak for itself. You know, he really elevated the songs with his playing. That was a suggestion that came from Dennis, because when we wrote all the material, I realized that I needed a singer, obviously. But Dennis has done all the demos, singing himself, you know, all the pilot tracks. And I was having a little bit of a problem, like who was going to come in and do this now, because all the really good guys are busy with other bands. And Dennis just suggested about doing this trio idea. He said, well, first of all, you're going to save some money on having one guy less. But you also said, you know, he thought it was going to be easier, and he was right. You know, it was more simple setup. Things would be easier on tour. It would be easier to just travel and set up everything, and also it would give me a lot more space on stage to do my guitar stuff. So I thought about it, and I said, yeah, if you can go out on tour, let's do it. And he really wanted to go out on tour as well, because he had a lot of off time from Unisonic. Yeah, so he was really itching to go back out on the road. I send him a lot of the titles, and I have ideas about titles, or I give him ideas about concepts and what to write about, and then he will take that and then create, you know, he put pen to paper, and because he's good with lyrics. But yeah, I mean, the instrumental titles were mine, the album title and all that. Yeah. You know, I wouldn't say that I don't have my own insecurities, because I do. And of course, I'm scared of stuff, and like everybody, every human has their own insecurities and hang-ups. But that does not mean that it should stop you from doing what you want to do. My biggest fear, I would say, is losing health, you know? Really compromising your health, you know, because just everything sucks if you're not healthy, you know, and sickness is a terrible thing. So I just hope that, I wish everybody health, you know, good health, and yeah, to have a long life. To me, that's the most important thing. That was my idea, the Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. Yeah, it's just one of the songs I grew up listening to. I loved it. Such an iconic riff, classic. Yeah, I just had the idea of doing a very heavy version of it. I was looking up on YouTube, and I didn't see anybody really have done any version recently, any cover. So I'm like, well, maybe we should do it. I definitely think we made it our own as well. Yeah, for sure. That was the whole point. And we even upgraded a little bit of the lyrics, you know, because it says on the chorus, we got to move the colored TVs, but we say we got to move the LCDs. You have to upgrade with the technology a little bit, you know. Classic rock, you know, my dad turned me on to a lot of stuff, you know, the Eagles, Santana, Pink Floyd, Beatles, and then, you know, of course, through all that, I listened to a lot of guitar players, Jimi Hendrix, you know. I was into the Doors a lot. Of course, later on, you know, with MTV, I started listening to heavy metal and the first heavy bands, Metallica, Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. Yeah. And then I got into Black Sabbath. That was like a revelation, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we haven't been busy actually with Ozzy for quite a few years. The last tour we did was in 2015, and it was a South America tour and a couple of gigs in America and then one show in Japan. So he was busy, so busy with Black Sabbath, you know, so there was not much work with him anyway, so I was busy with my own bands. So to me, it's like nothing has changed really, you know. I learned not to take any sleeping pills from him, for sure, because that almost killed me. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like it was just. I think playing with Ozzy really helped me develop a bigger stage persona, and you know, step into that guitar player position. You know, like a bigger guitar player persona, which by that point, I was very shy about and I was not so sure about. You know, very insecure about it. But obviously, joining a band like that, you have to become kind of like a, you know, a larger-than-life type of personality on stage to stand next to him, you know. So he really helped me about that, and he pushed me to be that guy, to become that guy, you know. And he was very encouraging, yeah. And of course, that made me a much better player and performer, yeah. I think I always had that charisma on stage, but it was just, I think what Ozzy was good at, he sees something in a person and then he helps him develop that. So I think he already saw that in me, and he just really helped me to develop it, you know, by doing all those shows and give me the opportunity to be in his band, yeah. I haven't spoken to him in a while, you know, we lost touch, you know, since he's been doing his own thing, and he lives in LA and I live in Greece, so we haven't been in touch so much lately. And that's the whole point. I mean, I don't want to put myself in a corner where I'm just talking to all the other guitar players of the world, you know. I want to make, that's why I like to write songs with vocals, because I want it to be accessible and try and reach more people. Right now, yeah, it's happening. I'm mainly playing in Scandinavia, and then next month I'm going to be in Germany.
With the new lineup?
Yeah, I mean, Dennis Ward is out with me. Will Hunt could not join because he's with Evanescence on a world tour right now. So we have Felix Bonke of Edguy and Avantasia filling in. Excellent drummer. So we just did a couple of shows last week and it was really good. Yeah, we definitely will continue. We're booking a tour in America for September. We're booking probably a UK tour and then another European tour at the end of the year to cover most of the countries, France included. Yes. Oh yeah, of course. You know, once I'm done with the solo record, we're gonna go back and start thinking about the next move with Firewind and the next ideas. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the last album we did was really well accepted. And we were happy to see that, and a lot of our fans are still there. So yeah, we're definitely gonna make another record.